Oh, hello. My name is Callie Hansen. This week in Counseling 510, we were asked to do a brief video presentation highlighting solution-focused brief therapy and narrative therapy. First of all, these two therapies really dovetail, have a lot of similarities in the fact that their foundational ideals are fixed in the fact that anybody can overcome adversity with a little help. They also have similarities in the counseling relationship where the counselor and the client act as a team. The counselor is the expert in therapies and the client is an expert in their life. And by working in tandem, they come up with a better, more appropriate solution for the future. They come at an impasse, their juncture splits off and they become different in the fact that solution-focused brief therapy is a pragmatic approach. You start, you end, you have a problem, you'll all solve it, we move on. Narrative therapy is dedicated to digging deep to find the root of the problem. Even if they have to go back into your childhood, they will do that to find that solution. Their strengths and limitations, both theories sort of reject pathology and diagnosis. And as well, it's easy to say that this is a limitation, but I also think that this could be a strength because not everybody needs a diagnosis. If Mary is suffering grief from the loss of a pet, she doesn't necessarily need a diagnosis. She just needs a comforting presence, somebody to help her move from point A to point B. With that said, the measurable outcomes, the measurable reports will be highly subjective. There's not going to be any numbers, so that could act as a limitation as well. The best part of both of these therapies, the real strong arm here, is that they can be brief. With the right client, this is ideal. I'm not saying that somebody coming into the office with a diagnosis of schizophrenia is going to benefit from these therapies, but Mary, dealing with the grief of a loved pet, it could really behoove her. Question number 3. Are these therapies biblically based? And my answer, I've said it once and I'll say it again. God is everywhere. So theoretically, both of these theories can be well developed by a Christian counselor to glorify God. Solution-focused brief therapy is like trust in the Lord with all your heart and move on. Let's go. Here are some tools. Narrative therapy can really act as a conduit with the counselor facilitating the conversation, the narrative, if you will, to bring their client closer to God, building that relationship. In spite of their past adversities, both of these could allow our clients to move closer to God. The TAN textbook brings up the social construct therapy developed in the family therapy with solution-focused brief therapy. And I don't think that there is anything more biblically based than embedding this in there, because this social construct, a newer therapy methodology, allows room for diversity of race, gender, ethnicity, all of the things, social economic status. And this is the most Christian thing I've heard all day, y'all. Number 4, the major strengths of solution-focused brief therapy is, well, first of all, it just seems to work. People that go through this are doing well. But I also believe that having the problem, digging deep to find the solution, and moving forward with the facilitator and the client working together, like I said, it just works. I do think that the narrative therapy has power in the way that it can be highly customizable. Again, from client to client, from counselor to counselor, and everything in between, any combination that could lead to. The limitation, and this wasn't written in any book, but what I see in the long run is that the limitations here or if we as counselors are constantly doing these fast-paced therapies, it may start to wear on our hearts. Like our clients are just on a conveyor belt. They come in, we solve their problem, we shove them out. It could also be an image issue as well. If our community sees us bringing people in, solving their problems and shoving them out, there could be a lot to be said about we're just in it for the money. And I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody that's gone into therapy thinking I'm going to be rich. So that wouldn't be the case, but that could definitely look bad. All right, guys, if you're still here, thank you for being with me for 5 minutes. I cannot wait to see your videos. Have a blessed day.